friends, and welcome to My Horse Bonded Spirits playtest 2023. I was not expecting to record a video today, but I did find out that the playtest was available, and I think it is available until the 9th. If you guys want to play it for yourself, it's free on Steam. Go ahead and sign up. Now, I don't know much about this game. It looked really sketchy from the trailer. Like, it's all sort of, like, weirdly rendered, and I've seen the same, like, jumping mechanics in, so I think it's the Horse Shelter game. But this game is being made by the same people that made Animal Shelter, and I had problems with their horse section of the DLC. It was kind of poorly implemented. The animations were not great. So I'm interested to see sort of what direction they've taken this in. I think the point is you bond with a horse. Don't know much else. We're just gonna jump straight into it. Let's click a new game, pick your character. Okay, so I guess we can only pick this one. So I'm Abigail. Confirm. Ooh, that was a really nice animation. Wow. I hope that that is an artist's animation and not one that's randomly generated. Okay. Birdsong and butterflies greet you upon arrival at your father's horse ranch. Okay, so there's a story here. It's a little rundown but charming. It only needs a little love. The graphics are nice. Love that you don't have? Goodness gracious, you were here as a punishment after all. What did we do? It's unfair, really. All you did was gamble away nearly all of your father's money, almost putting him in debt. He should have forgiven you, as he usually would. Okay, we are terrible people. Instead, he sent you here to teach you some responsibility. Okay? To help you with that, your father put you in the hands of Jackson. Who's Jackson? The manager of the ranch. Okay. Got it. Who just happens to be calling you right now. Oh, okay. Hey. This icon. You weirdo. Is there a hung up button? I don't wanna take this call anymore. Okay, alright. Okay, I guess pick up. Oh, he looks so grumpy. Hi there. Hello? This is Jackson. Your old man told me to show you the ropes around here, but honestly, I don't have time to babysit you. Tell me, have you ever had a dog or a cat? Yeah, we had dogs. You ever picked up after them? Pick up what? You know, clean up after them. Oh, no, I've never had to... Okay, listen, obviously neither of us want you to be here, so let's get this over with as soon as possible. Go find Robbie. They will help you find a horse, learn to brush it, maybe clean it. Then we will call your old man and get you back home so you don't have to dirty your fingernails, aight? You don't have to be so rude. To be fair, we are pretty rude, and we just gambled away basically all of our father's money. But he still owns a ranch, so there's that. I'm being realistic is all. Now off you go. Some of us have work to do. Bye. Okay, wow. This is kind of impressive. There is, I think, a bit of motion blur when I move. That was an interesting story start. It was a bit wild, a bit out there. I'm a terrible person. I gambled away my dad's fortunes. And here I am to learn a lesson. So I think my curiosity is, and I just want to say that there's nothing wrong with this, but I do wonder how much of this is sort of developed by the actual game company. A lot of assets tend to be store-bought in these types of games. And when I say these types of games, I mean horse games specifically that have just randomly popped up out of nowhere, and there's very little information on them. So I'm kind of hoping that, obviously the world looks lovely, but if you guys remember Horse Shelter, the world looked lovely there and the horses were atrocious. And I am concerned that they have bought a horse asset and then bought the animations and just called that a day. Hopefully that's not what they've done. Hi Robbie, let's chat. Hey, you must be the boss's kid. I'm Robbie. I'll help you get started. You look so much more friendly than the other guy. Hi Robbie, finally someone who doesn't seem to be annoyed at my presence here. So we do have options here. I'm pretty sure that it's not like a storyline based thing. It'll just be what reaction you get out of the character. I don't think there's going to be a reputation, but let's see. I'm going to be nice. Hi Robbie, finally someone who doesn't seem to be annoyed with my presence here. Oh right, you already spoke with Jackson. Don't mind him. He's overworked and grumpy. Doesn't even have the time to greet you in person, that guy. Seriously, he's turning into a bit of a workaholic. Now, let's get your horse, huh? Sure. You might not know this, but horses actually have a variety of personalities. Of course, some of them won't show it at first glance. At first glance, I can read. So you'll have to get to know them a little bit better before they feel comfortable enough to be around you. Go ahead and pick a horse that you would like to get to know better. I can only pick one, this bay right here. They do have blonde hair, but I'm going to call them Jericho anyway. Jericho is a dark bay. Oh, that's Palomino. Okay, never mind. Kind of misleading on that front. Now, I am concerned. I think I've seen that model before. I think it is in a horse shelter. I'm not entirely sure. If not, then that's a recycled model, maybe from animal shelter. Grab a treat, I think. Okay, sugar cubes. Oh, that's really cute that they've actually... Ooh, okay. This is a really silly thing, but so many horse games sort of don't put stuff down for you to collect. Like, a lot of it will be like, open this cupboard and you'll get the thing you're supposed to. But I feel like I can loot the area, which is kind of fun. You don't really get to... Oh, okay. So, again, this is an early access play test, so there are going to be things that is a little broken, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and just take everything. E, left mouse button to feed the horse. E. Okay. Cute. That is adorable. What is that horse wearing? Why is it wearing a martingale in the stall and no saddle? Okay, I have so many questions. Feed to gain the horse's trust. Okay, we'll just feed it again, I guess. Oh, and we're going for a walk. We are going for a walk. Okay. Again, pet the horse. Approach the horse with E to pet. I just keep feeding it. Left mouse button to pet him. Oh, there we go. We pet. Okay, perfect. Buy a saddle. Click tab to open the phone. Items. Saddle. Wow. We just got here to learn the value of money and I just spent $300 on a saddle. Oops. Weather here is not great. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and open this chest. It's a shame I don't actually carry anything. That would have been a nice touch, but that's all right. Okay, so we do have that equipped. Let's E to... Wow, oh, okay. Yeah, this game had a similar problem as what Sims 3 had, where you have to be in a very specific position to engage in a movement, and instead of having them sidestep or shimmy or do whatever, they'll like go for a wander to try and get into position. R to get on the horse. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. Seems like your horse either is not skilled enough or doesn't trust you enough for a longer ride. Okay, tell Robbie that you managed to get onto the horse. I don't think that's a good thing. I think we should have maybe not done that. Is Robbie going to tell us off? Because that's not how you horse. Most horse people will tell you that that is not how you horse. Good job. You're riding your horse. Okay. I can see that both of you are still nervous, so I think it would do you both some good to get even friendlier before we do anything more difficult. Spend some time with your horse, and once you feel like you've gotten a little closer, let me know. Okay, so interesting. Not particularly realistic. It wouldn't be just get on the horse and then it rears and then you get off and you're like, yay, we rode it. That's not really riding. You sat on its back and then got off. Can I just force feed this horse these carrots? Right, so there's a bonding bar, I believe, and we can see it sort of going up as we're feeding. It's not really a great bonding mechanic because you could just spam feed, but whatever. Let's go ahead and mount again in the stable that has no shavings in it. And here we go. Right, okay. Okay, guess we're just going. Okay, well, I'll start with the positives. The horse model isn't terrible. It's lacking detail, isn't particularly realistic. Bit lifeless, to be honest. I do like the tail, though. The tail looks really nice. It has some nice physics to it. It doesn't look too plastic. The mane is losing some points because it does sort of clip and move in like kind of different ways. The gallop animation is not great. Doesn't look super realistic. The rider's equitation is terrible, but I'm like, is that like part of it? Because we did just get on a horse that we have terrible equitation, but that would only be applicable if it gets better as we start riding, and I have a feeling that is not true. Yeah, the trot's okay, I guess. Our character's super stiff, just terrible equitation all around, and the walk just seems... The walk's okay, I guess. Again, it's like mediocre stuff. Space to jump. Okay, again, terrible equitation. Both... Oh my god, we look like we were about to come out of the saddle on the way down. That is just awful. That is so bad. Again, I don't mind games that have us having bad equitation when we first get on the horse, but it's pointless if we never get better. So the environment's really lovely, though. I have to admit, it's very Atmospheric. I can't use gallop due to your stat level. Are you telling me this is a canter? This is not a this is a gallop. This gate right here is a gallop. That's not a canter. Canter is 3 beat. This is a gallop. Okay, back to Robbie, I suppose. All right, look more confident, do we? I think we could try something a little bit more fun now. Let's get into the paddock. Oh, don't look scared. I'll be watching over you. Don't attempt anything too reckless. Let's just run around for a bit. Okay, it's kind of what I just did anyway, without your supervision, but that's fine. E to speed up. Okay, so that's weird. You have to hold W and press E to change gate. That's very strange. All right, into the arena we go. I guess we'll do course number 1, confirm. Oh, we're just doing it straight away like a race. Okie dokie. Right, please hurry up. I feel like this is not... Oh god, that was terrible. Okay. And we're in a terrible... oh god, this is so bad. This is so bad. Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed taking part in our playtests. Okay. I will be filling in the survey, but... oh, and I pressed quit. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, hang on. So, the premise for the game is interesting. It took me by surprise. Not particularly like, I mean, it is realistic to some degree. I'm sure somebody's done that. Took me by surprise, so I can appreciate the game for that. It's not a horse girl's trying to save her dad's runs, unless that is what we're doing, because we gambled away his money. Still, it puts an interesting twist on it. I don't think that's a terrible element. The horse model is... at bare minimum acceptable. I would have liked something a little more detailed. The thing with me is I do not care for hundreds of breeds. I do not care for having draft breeds and warm bloods and hot bloods and stuff like that. Like, if you have one good horse model, you can definitely enjoy the game for what it is. Animations are, again, subpar. Like, they're okay, I suppose. They would need a lot of work to kind of be properly enjoyable. And I do sort of wonder how much of this is store-bought assets and how much of this is homemade stuff that they've done. Again, there is no problem with store-bought assets. That is just a facet of gaming. But I would like to see some originality in horse games, I think. Gorgeous, gorgeous lighting engine that they've chosen to use. I don't know too much about how that sort of works. The foliage is just gorgeous, stunning. The horses do have martingales on. All of them appear to have martingales on. And this one has a pair of goggles on. Oh, and that one has boots on as well. I think that's supposed to be a fly mask. Again, this is a very early playtest. They've obviously kind of slapped it together to get people's feedback, which is fine. They're not charging anybody for this game. They're not making any promises for this game. You can just sort of enjoy whatever it is that they've kind of meshed together. The characters are cool so far. I really like the fact that they're very individual. I can't remember his name now, but the guy that we met at the beginning, very scary dude, intimidating. And that really stands out in a game. I think that's really cool. You know, it doesn't really matter how interesting your storyline is or how sort of engaging the gameplay is. If your horse is a subpar, I would very much like to see some nicer horses, some nicer animations, and maybe some more intuitive gameplay, because Q and E do not work if you have to press W anyway. Have it maybe a bit like Star Stable, where you press W to increase or decrease your gait, or, you know, something like that. Like Tales of Rain Ravine have Q and E for like side passing, I believe. Like, they have their own system over there and it works really well. You know, the game's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but is this going to be just another asset dump that's sort of like is okay for the first 10 minutes and then after that it just gets a bit sort of tedious? I don't know. It is relatively promising though. I definitely like to see where they take it. Again, as I said, if you guys would like to play it for yourself, it's free. You can sign up for the playtest in the description below. It's on the Steam page. And definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think at this point we've had so many horse games come in and say they're going to be the next big thing, and we've had so many promises and expectations that are too high. There is a chicken there, which I did not see before. Hello, little chicken. Hello, I was just doing my outro. So yes, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, My Bonded Spirits, I think it's called. Interesting name. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay positive, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!